Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive. Today we're going back to the 1950s
Oh, yeah.
to discover the magic behind Les Paul and Mary Ford.
A power couple.
A musical power couple, exactly. So get ready to hear about how this dynamic duo...
Dynamic duo. Love it.
Yeah, they really were. They didn't just ride the wave of popularity in the 50s, they basically invented surfing.
They're innovators.
Yeah.
More than just talented musicians.
Right.
They revolutionized the industry.
From their garage. Okay, before we get to that,
Okay.
let's talk about the music.
Yeah.
I mean, this duo wasn't just making a splash, they were causing a tidal wave.
A tidal wave. I like that.
Yeah, they charted 28 hits on Capitol Records between 1950 and 1957.
Unprecedented. It's mind-boggling.
It really is.
To
think they topped the charts
top the charts.
that many times.
28 times.
And 16 of those were top 10 hits.
Between 1950 and 1954.
Yeah, between 1950 and 1954, talk about a meteoric rise.
Meteoric.
But, okay, were these songs like actual earworms?
Oh, absolutely.
Give me some names that, even I would recognize.
You would recognize Vaya con Dios for sure.
Vaya con Dios.
Number one for 11 weeks.
Wow.
How High the Moon
How High the Moon.
also dominated the charts
Yeah.
for a solid 9 weeks.
9 weeks. Okay.
Yeah.
So those are definitely ones that I've heard of.
Yeah.
But Tiger Rag, Mockingbird Hill, Bye Bye Blues, The World is Waiting for the Sunrise.
Oh, and Whispering.
Yeah, whispering. And they achieved all this
They did.
with this revolutionary recording technique.
Oh, yeah. It was unheard of at the time.
Yeah.
Multi-track recording. The foundation of modern music.
So explain this to me.
Okay, so they could record separate parts like guitar and vocals and bass.
Yeah.
And then layer them on top of each other. Imagine building a song,
Oh, wow.
piece by piece.
Like a sonic jigsaw puzzle?
Yeah, exactly. A sonic jigsaw
They were
puzzle.
basically mad scientists in the music lab.
They were. And they built this lab in their garage.
That's seriously impressive.
They were trailblazers. This garage studio let them experiment and craft a sound richer and fuller than anything else at the time. Just listen to Lover, Nola, Brazil, or Whispering.
All recorded using multi-track.
All multi-tracks.
Okay, so they were hit makers.
Hit makers.
Recording innovators.
But wait,
Now-
there's more.
Oh, there's always more.
They had their own radio and TV shows.
They did. The Les Paul Show on NBC Radio in 1950 and then in 54,
Oh, wow.
the Les Paul and Mary Ford Show,
On TV.
a syndicated television program.
Wow. So they were everywhere.
Everywhere.
Dominating the airwaves and the charts.
And you know what's crazy? Les Paul
Yeah.
wasn't just the musician,
Oh, yeah. He was...
the sound engineer,
Yeah, he was everything. He was behind it all.
the producer,
The visionary.
and he even handled the audio and video production
He did.
for the shows.
For the shows. He was a multi-hyphenate talent.
I know, it's amazing.
Way ahead of his time.
Yeah.
Complete control over their music and their image.
And this was the 50s.
Unheard of back then.
It blows my mind.
Yeah, he was a trailblazer.
Yeah. And they were married, too.
They were. In 1949, sadly, their musical and romantic partnership ended in divorce in 1964.
Oh, I didn't realize that. But their legacy as a duo lives on. They have a star
They do.
on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Yes,
It's incredible to think how much they accomplished in such a short time.
it really is.
I'm curious about this multi-track recording process.
Yeah.
Like, how did Les Paul figure this out?
Oh, that's where things get fascinating.
Yeah, because this was revolutionary.
Revolutionary.
That changed everything.
It changed everything.
So let's dive deeper into this.
Let's do it. So before Les Paul, recording music was like walking a tightrope
Oh, wow.
without a net.
Okay.
You had all these musicians, one single microphone,
Okay.
one chance to get it right.
So no room for error?
No,
Like performing live on the radio?
exactly. Every note, every breath
Wow.
captured in a single take.
So if someone messed up?
Start all over. There was no way to fix anything.
Right.
No way to isolate instruments. No adding layers.
A lot of
It
pressure.
was high pressure.
Yeah.
But then came Les Paul with multi-track recording.
Outside track. Okay, so walk me through this.
Okay, picture this.
Yeah.
You're in the garage studio.
Okay.
Les Paul's at the controls.
Uh-huh.
He records Mary Ford's vocals on one track.
Okay.
Then on another track, he records himself playing guitar.
Okay.
Maybe another track with bass.
So he's building the song.
Yeah, track by track.
That's so cool.
And he could record each one independently.
So if Mary Ford messed up a vocal
Yeah, he could just re-record that part.
without affecting everything else.
Exactly. A musical safety net.
That's brilliant.
It really was. Opened up so many possibilities.
Yeah.
For arrangements, harmonies, soundscapes.
Did it affect the sound quality at all?
Oh, yeah. It transformed the sound.
Okay.
Fuller, richer, more layered.
Really?
It wasn't just about capturing a performance. It
Right.
was about crafting an experience. It was texture. It was depth.
Like the difference between a sketch and a full painting?
Perfect analogy.
Okay.
And it wasn't just multi-tracking.
Right.
He was also a master of close miking.
Close miking. Okay.
So imagine placing a microphone right up against the guitar strings
Oh.
or right near the singer's lips.
Okay.
This captured a more intimate sound, full of nuances.
So he's getting a warmer sound
Warmer, more present.
by bringing the microphone closer.
Exactly. Capturing the essence of the instrument.
Oh, wow.
Think about someone whispering in your ear
Yeah.
versus shouting from across a room.
They get it.
It's that intimacy,
yeah.
that immediacy.
Okay, so close miking brings that to the recording.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And Les Paul was constantly experimenting with placement, angles, distances.
So he was pushing the boundaries?
Oh, he was a sonic pioneer.
Okay.
And he didn't stop there.
What else did he do?
He experimented with tape speed manipulation,
Real.
effects like echo and reverb,
Oh, wow.
even cutting and splicing tape to create loops.
So slowing down or speeding up the tape
It actually changed the sound?
changed the sound.
Absolutely. Like on How High the Moon,
Really?
that swirling ethereal sound.
Wow, and this was the 50s?
It's unbelievable, right?
I know, he was like a musical MacGyver.
He was. He had that relentless curiosity
Yeah.
and drive to innovate.
It's incredible to think that all this was happening
I know.
in their garage.
In their garage.
Not a fancy studio.
Nope. DIY spirit, you know.
That's so inspiring.
It is.
You don't need fancy equipment to create groundbreaking work.
You don't. Passion, ingenuity, and a cool garage.
In a cool garage.
Maybe.
So how did the music industry react to all this?
At first, a little skepticism.
Really?
Yeah, but the impact was undeniable.
Okay.
Multi-track recording became the standard.
Wow.
Paving the way for rock and roll, pop, everything.
I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
The Beatles, Jimi Hendrix, Queen.
All built on that foundation.
That Les Paul lady.
His garage studio.
The Sonic Revolution.
It really was.
From humble beginnings.
Changed how music was made, recorded, experienced.
It makes you wonder how music history might have unfolded differently
Yeah.
if he hadn't pushed those boundaries.
That's a great question.
But beyond the innovations,
Yeah.
they also captivated audiences.
They did.
With their live shows.
Amazing live shows.
So speaking of performances, what were those like?
Oh, they were captivating.
Yeah.
A blend of musical virtuosity and technological wizardry.
Okay, paint me a picture. The stage lights hit, the crowd roars.
The crowd roars.
And out walk Les Paul and Mary Ford, guitars in hand, ready to rock the house 1950s style.
I love it.
So did they incorporate any of their studio innovations into the live performances?
Les Paul was a showman.
Yeah.
He loved showcasing that technical prowess.
Yeah.
Multiple guitars on stage.
Oh, wow.
Custom modifications, electronic gadgets.
Wow.
Switching between instruments seamlessly.
That's incredible.
Creating a tapestry of sounds.
So he wasn't just a musician. He was an inventor, a tinkerer,
A musical mad scientist.
a mad scientist.
Yeah.
And Mary Ford, with her amazing voice,
Oh, yeah.
was the perfect complement.
The perfect foil.
Their voices blended so beautifully,
So beautiful.
creating those lush harmonies.
Harmonious.
So I bet their stage presence was electric.
It was.
Was there anything particularly memorable about their performances?
Well, one thing that set them apart was their humor.
Humor.
Yeah, they incorporated comedic bits into their act.
Really?
Playful banter, pranks even.
Pranks. On stage.
Les Paul. Oh, he was mischievous.
Okay.
He would rig his guitar with hidden devices,
No way.
unexpected sounds and effects,
Ah, that's amazing.
just to see the reaction of the audience.
And Mary Ford's reaction.
Yeah, even Mary Ford.
Oh, he sounds like my kind of guy.
He was a character.
So they were incredible musicians,
Right.
innovators, and entertainers.
All of the above.
They knew how to connect with their audience
Absolutely.
on a personal level. As we wrap up this deep dive into the world of Les Paul and Mary Ford,
A world of sound.
it makes me wonder, are there any other musical duos throughout history
Oh, that's a good question.
who have achieved this level of success,
It's rare.
musically and in terms of innovation?
Yeah. But a few come to mind.
Okay, give me some names.
If we're talking pushing boundaries,
Yeah.
redefining genres, you can't ignore Daft Punk.
Daft Punk.
Groundbreaking electronic music, those robot personas,
They were so ahead of their time.
weren't they?
Innovative music, stunning visuals,
And their live shows,
legendary.
legendary.
Okay, what about The White Stripes.
The White Stripe
Stripped down rock and roll.
to its raw essence.
Guitar, drums.
Like raw energy.
Jack and Meg White.
Yeah. Proving you don't need a lot of bells and whistles.
Powerful, captivating music.
Powerful.
I love the White Stripes.
Me too.
And speaking of soul,
Oh, yeah.
Simon and Garfunkel.
Simon and Garfunkel.
Their harmonies, their lyrics, the music, pure magic.
Storytelling through song.
Really was.
Captured the spirit of a generation.
It's amazing how all these duos across different genres share that same drive to create something unique.
Unique and meaningful.
They weren't afraid to experiment.
Experiment. Take risks.
Break the mold.
That's what made them so influential.
It's true.
Shaping culture, inspiring musicians.
So as we say goodbye to the world of Les Paul and Mary Ford.
To Les Paul and Mary Ford.
What's the key takeaway?
I think their legacy reminds us that innovation comes from unexpected places.
It really does.
Fueled by passion.
Yeah.
And a refusal to accept limitations.
It's a reminder that we don't need fancy studios.
No, we don't.
Or expensive equipment.
We just need the courage to experiment.
To play.
To explore new ideas.
Never stop learning.
Never stop learning.
And who knows, maybe one of our listeners will be inspired to pick up an instrument.
Pick up that instrument.
Fire up a recording program and start experimenting.
Just like Les Paul.
That's a beautiful thought.
It is.
That's all the time we have for today's deep dive.
Oh.
We hope you enjoyed this journey.
I did.
Back in time with Les Paul and Mary Ford.
A power couple.
A musical power couple.
Who changed the world.
One track at a time.
One track at a time.
Until next time.
Yes.
Keep those ears open.
Those minds curious.
Never be afraid to make some beautiful noise.
Beautiful noise.
See you on the next deep dive.